so you've decided to become a participant in a program of camp counselor in USA with the help of our agency TravelBug Limited, and I'm here to show you how to fill the application for this program, which you can see now on the screen, and which you can download from our website. If you go to our website TravelBug Limited .ie, then there is an offer of programs here, and when you go to the side panel here, you can choose USA and the camp counselor in USA, and you'll find the website of this program with all information that is needed, and there are some statements here for you to read, and you can find the application here in the section Apply Now. If you open it, as the first PDF file. So if you open it, the best would be to open it in Adobe Reader, because it's PDF and the Adobe Reader allows you to fill in the fields that are fillable. And the application starts with a letter to you as an applicant with some information. You can go through it yourself, and then there's a checklist which all applicants must complete, and so you write here your name, as I did. If you have the Adobe Acrobat that allows you to fill it in, it's better, but if not, then you just need to print all the documents and fill it nicely by hand. And so there are all the things that you need to hand in if you need to apply for this program, and you can do it in the end of all the process of finishing the application. You can go through it, and by clicking tick all the things that you have and that you are sending to us. Okay, but I recommend you to do it in the end. But you can see all the things that are needed here with some further information, and on the next page the application itself starts. When printed, you should attach a smiley or nice official passport photo here, and you leave this fields for agency to fill, so you don't fill anything here, and you start here with your personal information. So you just click on the field and write your name, then middle name, surname, and all the personal details of you. Now the earliest date you can fly to US, and the latest day you can stay there. Date of birth, city of birth, etc. That your sex. You just you don't need to fill anything. You just click it if you're male or female. And after filling in your personal details, you fill the information of who are you applying for. It means that you can choose from being camp counselor and support staff. The difference between them is that camp counselor works with the children and secures their program during the camp and teaches them mainly some activities, but the support staff just take care of the area of the camp. And there are further differences which you must fulfill when applying for this program, and you can read them in the information either on the website or at the beginning and at the end of this application. So let's say that I will apply as a support staff, And now you are to choose from camp types that you are willing to work at. And these types are described in the end of the document. Here is page 13, that you can see every particular kind of camp described here, so you can decide which of these are suitable for you, or you would like to work there. So you can take every one of that you would be happy to be at. And then because a significant part of the camps are religious, you should check here the types of religious camps and levels of religious participation you would like to be comfortable with. So for example, let's say that I would be comfortable with Christian and little no religious participation, no weekly religious participation and daily religious participation, so I would say weekly religious participation. There's a further question for special needs camp applicants. If you are willing to work with mild to moderate disabilities or moderate to severe disabilities. So I would say, for example, this is very easy. This kind of fields that are you just click and fill. Now something further about you. So how many cigarettes do you smoke per day? Well, I smoke none. How many alcoholic drinks do you drink per week? I would say this amount. Do you have any visible tattoos? If yes, you should describe it. So for example, small star on my hand. Do you have any valid driver's license? Yes. And if yes, is it an international license? No. Now, if you have the driver's license, you further fill these details about it, the date of issue, etc. Let's go on. Are you a student? Yes, university student. Name of school, fields of study that you can fill later. Now let's speak about your employment, or job. If you are not a student, complete the text line, name of current employer or company. So let's say McDonald's, for example, position cook, length of employment since 2011, 11 months, for instance. Yes. Have you ever participated in an exchange program, meaning something like au pair, work and travel, or even participation in camp? So I would say, for example, yes. Name of camp and school or workplace. I would say, for example, New York, private family, position au pair, name of sponsoring organization, the Great Au Pairs Dublin, for example, and the dates. So just for giving you an idea how to fill it. And we go now to correspondence information. So it's really easy. It's your street address, city, state, postal code, country. Now phone, is important to say that you need to insert your code, your country code. So for example, for Ireland is 00353, and then you continue with the normal phone number. You do the same thing when typing in mobile phone and email. Now let's get to emergency contact, which should be your relative or someone very close to you, the person that we can contact in case of some emergency or unexpected situation. So you go here with her or his name, relationship to you, for example, mom, mother, address, phone, and other contact details. And now, if you have any friend or family contact in the US, yes, for example, then you fill the contact of this person. For example, you will have an aunt here living. And again, address, city, state, an email, and phone, because we would probably use phone as the quickest way to get into touch with her or him. Now, there are some fields now about your personality. So, please think carefully before answering these questions below, and remember to print neatly. Focus your answers on the position you are applying for, counselor or support staff. So, according to your decision, which position you prefer, you will fill in these large fields. I recommend to fill as much information as you can come up with. And the first is, why did you choose to apply for the position of counselor or support staff? And what specific traits or skills make you a good candidate for that position? Next one is, some camps are large, others are less, so how much experience do you have in outdoors, and where do you see yourself fitting in? Well, it depends on your experience. If you are happy in nature and you have been to some camps like that, you can express your preferences to be either closer to some facilities like cities, etc., or being in the nature and live a little wildly. Then, tell the experience you have had working with children, including past camp experience. So you should write your camp experience in terms of how old were the children you were taking care of, what activities did you do, for how long, how many hours a day, etc. What were your responsibilities in general? And then, how will this camp experience help you in your life at home? Means, what will it mean for your future? What will you gain by that? Now we come to section of your skills. So according to a kind of placement that you require, it means you wish to be either counselor or support staff. You choose the right part of this page. For the counselor is the upper part here, counselor skills, and you have to check all the activities that you have experienced in from A to C. And A means that you have several years of work experience doing this job. B here means that you have some relevant work experience, and C means that you have never done this job except at your house, but you would be very willing to do it for a large group. So it's divided into some sections. You can see arts and craft, land sports, nature, adventure, other activities, performing arts, water sports. And I can say, for example, that I have experience in, let's say, ceramics, experience type C, because I've done it just in my home, but I would be willing to do it with larger group of the campers. Or land sports, for example, I have had some experience, like more profound experience in basketball, and you just select the activity that you have experience in and choose A, B, or C, as you see here. and the applicants for counselor just fill the upper part, and the applicants for support staff fill this smaller part, but it's basically the same, but the fields of experience are adjusted now. In case of support staff skills, we ask about your kitchen and cooking skills, maintenance and general support, and you evaluate it in the scale of ABC. Okay. Then you have the place to describe your three strongest skills from the list above, and provide like details of the experience. Specifically indicate when and where you learned the skill and provide details of your previous experience. So let's say that I, at the beginning, choose that I will be applying as a support staff. So I have ticked some things here. Let's say like this, this one, then driver and office, and maybe some other according to your experience. And then I need to specify the three strongest skills. So I've chosen food preparation because I was waitress and assistant cook in a restaurant in summer season. So I provide information about the time and the employer and what I learned there, for example. Then I've typed in that I do sometimes a driver for pizza delivery as a part-time job, and I would also write when and for which company I do it. And then that I have also the experience from the office, for example, that I was a personal assistant for some employer, when and how long, and that I was also an accountant intern, when, how long, and the employer. And you can also write whatever comes to your mind regarding these skills. Now there's a part of medical history, and please be as detailed as possible. Then a signed medical form from your GP is also required. I will show you in a minute. And you should know that all participants in this program must be covered by accident and health insurance for the length of their involvement in the program and stay in the United States. So our agency can assist you also with that, with getting travel insurance. Now, are you in a good health? I would say that I am. Describe your height or weight, and if you don't use feet and inches and pounds in your country, you can find the instructions how to count it here at the bottom of the page, how to convert it. Do you have any physical disabilities? I would say no. Do you have any dietary restrictions? Yes. For example, I would say that I'm celiac, so I would describe it here that I cannot eat any gluten. Have you ever or are you currently suffering from an eating disorder? It means anorexia or bulimia or something similar. No. Do you have any allergies or special medical requirements? Yes, I have allergy to cats, and you can describe the effects it has on you, or what are the symptoms. And let's go on. Have you ever suffered from a nervous breakdown or mental disorder? No. But this is no discriminational part, okay? We just want you to be honest and sincere with the information for us to give you a good placement that would fit your personality and your background. Now, visa history. Have you ever applied for United States visa before? No, but if yes, from what country did you apply? fill here. What was the final decision of US Embassy or Consulate? And what's the number of your passport? So you type in the number here. And now we've come to personal declaration. Persons with a history of violent behavior, mental illness, child or drug abuse may not apply. So, do you agree to abide by camp rules, in particular those regarding smoking, alcohol, and drugs? The answer should be always yes. Have you ever been convicted of a crime? No. Are you currently under criminal investigation? No way. Okay. So now you just read that you have read and understood the program terms and conditions. So you go through the statements, and if you agree, when it is printed out, you will sign it here, and you can type in the date. For example, 19th April of this year. And now here comes the 2 pages of character reference that you should get from your previous employer or teacher or person like this. No family member or friends. The restrictions are described above in the checklist, and this side is for the referee to read and put the stamp here, and the opposite side of the paper is his or her information, so name, the applicant's name, address, email, date, what is your relationship to the applicant, and how long have you known the applicant. And then there's a part of evaluation of your skills. Um, it should be always the referee who should fill this, not you. And some further questions. So this is for the referee. This like double page means one list. And now there is also a medical report, which is partly filled by you and partly by your doctor. But in some aspects, you need to consult the doctor in terms of the dates of your previous illnesses and things like that. So, first part is to be completed by the applicant. There are the personal details, emergency contact, as we have already been through it at the beginning of the application. And now, do you have a medical condition that requires you to have additional insurance beyond that provided by our agency? You should have it. And then your health history. If you answered yes to the question above, please give details. Okay. And now check all that apply and give a approximate date of illness. So here you have many illnesses listed, and if you click it, then you should also write the dates. And for all checkboxes above, please provide more information, including approximate dates, if applicable here at the bottom. Then you go with allergies and information about surgeries and general questions like, is your physical activity restricted in any way? Do you take oral contraceptives? Blah blah, etc. etc. If you answered yes to any above, like here, yes, for example, this one. If you answered yes to one above, please give full details, including the names of any medications you will be taking at the camp. For example, that I have been bitten by a mosquito and I have some gel to put it on the injury. Then you will sign the paper and you can insert the date in this format here. And now there's a shorter part to be completed by a doctor. So this is the statement and this part and some comments and of course signature, dates and stamp would be also great here. And now there are the conditions and terms of the agreement. So now you tap in your name, for example, me, and our sponsor, which we cooperate with, which is Inter Exchange, have read and you keep on reading. I'm over the age of 18 years, having been born on. Now you fill your date of birth here, and you go through it, go through the information very properly, read it all, because then you need to confirm it by your signature, and electronically you can fill the date here and your name, but sign it in hand once printed. And it has 2 pages, so don't forget to sign also the next page, this one. Again, you can type in date here, print a name, and signature you must fill in by hand. And the last page of the document is the description of types of camps, which you should have read in the first part of the application so that you know what each type of camps means. And that's basically it. So I hope you will do just great with your application, and whatever further question you may have, just ask us on info at travelbugltd.ie or call us on the numbers that you can find on our website, and we'll be very happy to help you in case of any issues. So I wish you a great stay in your camp in USA.